Now, when you are talking about closest presidential elections, you need to be specific on whether an election is close by electoral vote or popular vote. The closest election by electoral vote would be the election of 1876, where Republican Rutherford B. Hayes defeated Democrat Samuel Tilden by one electoral vote. The closest presidential election by popular vote was the election of 1880, 4 years later, when Republican James A. Garfield defeated Democrat Winfield Scott Hancock by less than 2,000 votes. In terms of the Senate and the governorship goes, it can be debatable. The closest U.S. Senate election and election into Congress would be the 1974 to 1975 U.S. Senate election in New Hampshire, where a special election was held in 1974, where Democrat John A. Duncan defeated Republican Louis C. Wyman by a 10-point margin to win the Senate. However, since a special election was held just over a year before the U.S. Senate elections, Duncan faced a re-election inevitable. Wyman became the Republican nominee and surprised the nation by defeating the incumbent senator by just 355 votes. The closest gubernatorial election is kind of hard to find, and there are different claimants from different states that claim to have the closest election. As far as what I learned and discovered, the 2010 Minnesota gubernatorial election is the closest election that I could find, with Democrat Mark Dayton defeating Republican Tom Emmer with a 19,000 vote margin. However, this gets overlooked a lot. According to Vox, the 2010 Connecticut gubernatorial election was apparently a tie.